Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. Just wanted to give you some trip information and fuel use information from this 2019 1gd Prado we're driving. It's a GX, so it's very light and it's stock standard, and that's going to make a lot of difference compared to a modified vehicle. It does make a lot of difference. This is what we work on. We specialise in Prados, so we do get to see a lot of different vehicles from you and their modifications and all the variables. We just did a trip from Melbourne over to WA over about 3 weeks. As you can see, that trip we've done 7,500 Ks. Okay, that's at the bottom there, trip B. I'll just go through the trip computer. I've just started the car, we haven't driven anywhere yet. Okay, so it says 9.2 litres per 100 Ks. I reset that before the trip. I don't know why it says 9 hours 11. Oh, I'll tell you why, because it would be 109 hours. I was watching that count up, so 100 must have been 100 hours driving. Does that sound right? That'd be about right over that period of time. A lot of slower driving, some outback dirt tracks and that, out to some homesteads, bit of beach driving and whatever, a little bit of idle time, but not too much, mainly moving. So I'd say 109 hours driving, 7,500 Ks, 9.2 litres per 100 Ks by the computer. But if you've seen our other videos, if you've looked at those, if you're interested, and this is not just about 1GDs, I'm just letting you know what it is. The new 1kd Prados, they're all about the same anyway until they were modified. Once you do your bull bar and your lifts and your roof racks, your off-road tyres and blah blah blah, it goes on, and add all that extra weight and damaging the dynamics of the original design of the vehicle, the fuel economy does go up. But the biggest contributor is how you drive. So in our other videos you would have seen that the fuel economy, this trip computer is accurate. Every time we filled it, it's been anything from what it says to better. So if it says 9.2, it's been anything up to half a litre per 100 Ks better, so that would be 8.7. Look, I filled up the vehicle a number of times. I really can't remember, you know, I checked it each time. It was accurate or better to what the computer was at each fill, because I do reset the trip meter every time. Let's just go back to the trip meter so you can see the vehicle's done 8,500 Ks. Hey guys, it's not even a month old, this one. So there you go. Don't muck around. Trip A, it's just been filled recently, but yeah, the reset was done with that trip B, so we may reset that again soon, but we'll not worry about it for now anyway. Alright guys, it was just about fuel economy. What else can I tell you about the vehicle? Just a bit of a comparison, I suppose, compared to the 1kd. Really not a lot of difference. I mean, we haven't driven they haven't been around for about 4 or 5 years now, so I remember driving a new 1kd like 2014, 15. Just trying to think of the stock ones. I only got a few clients with the stock standard ones. They generally drive pretty much the same, you know. Always a newer vehicle feels smoother, quieter and more refined, but not a big difference between the two engines. I can get some sort of rattly noises out of this 1gd, absolutely. So it's kind of a bit quieter, possibly because it's got hydraulic lifters and few different things design wise, but really I wouldn't say it's quieter, and that, you know, maybe it is, but like I said, you're comparing a new vehicle to all the other ones are quite a lot older now. They've got off-road tires, etc. So I don't want to be comparing a new car to an old car, and that's unfortunately what we're doing. So I won't say a massive difference as far as comparing a stock standard brand new 1kd 1gd. Obviously we've had no DPF issues whatsoever at the moment, but the vehicle has been driven so far for what it was designed to. Minimal idle time, traffic time and stop starts, mainly cruising at speeds, you know, between, well, definitely above 60 and up to about 100. There was, I suppose, a lot of the dirt tracks we're on, we're doing 20 to 40 Ks for quite some time as well, but no issues as yet, and that's what we expect to see. The DPF, it is exactly that, it's just a filter. And we believe if it's not used correctly, unfortunately it's something they were forced to fit to the vehicle. And look, we could be wrong, we're certainly not experts on DPFs or anything like that, but we believe Toyota are pretty good at what they do, and if there's an issue, it's probably more to do with how they're being used. And with the new software of doing burns every 300 Ks, we'll probably resolve most of those. But for some people that don't get out and do long enough drives often enough, there still may be some issues, because it's just the nature of the beast. Alright guys, there's a bit of fuel economy trip information feedback for you. Hope that's helped. Once we add some modifications to this vehicle, which is what we're going to do. We'll let you know what they are, remembering less is more, and we don't want to just overdo it and totally ruin the fuel economy, but we'll let you know what the fuel economy changes by. We did a run today through the burbs, if you like, on a Sunday. You know, light to moderate traffic, but a lot of, you know, it was a little bit of freeway, a bit of 60, 80 zones, traffic, stop, start. It did go as low as 7.1 litres per 100 Ks, but it did finish off at 7.4, which will be anything from about 7 to 7.4, you know, actual, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You know the deal. If you haven't already, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss the next important information. Thanks for watching. See ya.